Hey guys, we're going to look at Q Player's idea of how to play six stones. I'm playing against 6Q here at six stones, and how they should be thinking about it. Okay, that's the point of the video, is because this guy's playing, and I played him many times, and it's like he's never won a game. It's because he doesn't think correctly. Let's have a look. Here, you can defend the corner if you want, or play away, or attack. They're all fine. So he plays away. Okay. There's a problem already. Let's look at the problem. If this is defense, it should be focused on strength, because that's what defense is, right? That would be doing the main purpose well. Or high. Two very strong stones that are completely out and can't get hurt. Let's just compare that to this one. Now, we haven't looked at any bad moves yet. We're talking about moves that a 6Q can play with understanding. This one, gosh, what the heck's going to happen? It's like thin, right? White can use this at his discretion on either side in any way. So you want something, if you're defending, you want to have a strong formation. This is thin, not so strong. Next, let's say instead of defense, he's saying, well, I actually want territory. Well, I live in Sente, that's not much territory. Well, let's say it's an attack on white. No, you're playing away from white. So it doesn't do any one thing well. And it's actually hard to think, what is he trying to do? That makes the next move for black difficult, because he doesn't have a clear path. Let's look at a few options. Let's start with defense. Defense means A or B, nice and strong. But we would like a second purpose as well, which puts us at B, because B hurts the white stone on the left a lot. It's really pressuring that stone. So defense and attack. It also has greater point potential than this. This is like 6 points, all done. While on top, let's just assume white does some sort of defense. I mean, we can see a lot of things happening. Black can grow from here. So this would be a great defensive move, which does other things too. If you want to attack, let's look at that one. White has a hard time going in direction one. White can do it. For instance, white can play A. Yeah, it is a bit thin. Same with towards B. These are not easy ways. What is the easy way? C. That's the easy way. So let's look at black attacking. Perfectly reasonable move. Now, I do not in the least suggest this for any Q player, because there's going to be a lot of questions arise that you don't know what to do with. But this is a very exciting move. Let's just imagine white starts getting out. Oh, there's that move again. White's still not out. Let's just play it out just for fun. Wow. Black got an amazing position. What did white get? Not even one eye. So if you play this through well, this is a fantastic attack. But for Q players, I just suggest responding with a lot of potential. Okay. I play here. Let's check out what Black's thinking. Hey, I've got 2 weak groups. White's about to split me. Well, as true as that is, in this game, Black kept trying to do all things, and it just collapsed and collapsed and collapsed. What's the one thing Black should think about here? Defending the corner, not the side. So how about, let's do it this way this time, third line. I would play fourth, but let's look at this one. White's going to continue this way. Well, first, you can just play away. And if White tries to surround, it's still not a dead stone at all. So you can play away again. And if White says, no, it really is dead. Really? You sure it's, I mean, it's really hard for White to kill this stone. Or you can just walk out. Hey, I'm out. There's just no problem here. Here or here. In both cases, you're just out. So think about your corner, not the side. He plays here. Right away, White says, oh, you want 2 weak groups. Black, try to get it, see what Black's thinking here. I'm taking the corner, I'm defending my group, I'm threatening to connect under. Well, that sounds good, doesn't it? And it's all true. But it turns into a disaster for Black. Let's consider the main move. Okay. Clearly, Black has 2 problems. Black, this is a statement. My side is more important to me than my corner. That's a statement. So when White plays here, I say, make good your statement. Get that group out. Let's assume White plays here. Then Black can do, for instance, this. You're either going to get the left or the right on a large scale. It's monstrously large. On top of which, you can still just live in the corner anytime. So do the main thing. Decide what it is, what's the main thing, then do that well. Here, you just committed, so get your group out. If instead you play here, then your main job has been done. Your A group got out and it has not been attacked. You can now go choose your new main path. That can be anything, including, I'm going to split White one way or the other. If White goes this way, then I'm out. That was easy. Okay, back to the game. I come out, boom. I want to stop his connection under because I see 2 weak White groups. So I do it in Sente and then surround. He gets Sente. With his Sente, he says, my A group needs help. We all know the proverb, run before living. He's living. How many points is he going to get? 5-ish? 6 if he's lucky? Not that many. But he's thinking, yeah, but I want to live, and this bothers White. And again, that's all true. But let's imagine instead we run. Well, I have a hard time thinking that the A group is having very much trouble. But let's just imagine it's running out. We know white's cut at A. Well, that's getting nasty fast. And we know the B stone is getting in more and more trouble. And we know our C group will never get in trouble. It is incredibly healthy. So this isn't the best move, but it certainly takes care of any business. What I would do personally is I would say, well, my A group does bother me. There's no doubt about that. But I hate like, oh, I'm going to spend a whole move getting out when I can't even be surrounded. So what instead? Well, if his B stone is weaker than it is right now, then it's harder for that B stone to hurt me. The weaker B is, the stronger my A group is. Let's look at two ways to bother the B group. Here, the B group just lost its corner eyes. White gets out, now we play this move. Now there's a reason to. We still don't have to, but there's a way better reason to. Now, I wouldn't do that. I think it's a good move. I prefer this one. If white starts getting out, I don't mind. My A stone is still serving, white's cut if I want him cut. I'm getting out naturally. His knight's move at B is really becoming a hassle. He should seriously think about defending, at which point I'm going to turn. Look at those white stones. They're pitiful. Okay. White plays here. This white already knows the game's over. Black already has two tiny groups, which are barely alive. And white has outside thickness. Black says, I'm going to split you. Okay. Okay. The turn. Sente. Okay. I can accept turning in Sente. Was it Sente? Yeah. Black can play away now. Let's check that out. Right. No cut. So black turned, and yes, it was Sente. Black's next move is here. But each of his decisions so far have all dealt with secondary issues. He hasn't been doing the primary issue as his, I'm going to do that well, and anything else I do will be secondary. Okay. So white's alive, black's out. So in the general sense, white can still attack that black group, right? Let's look at it this way. That black group is well behind enemy lines. So black should be thinking, let me get out. I don't want to be behind enemy lines. That's primary. Now, I believe in this case, this is such a good white move in Sente. I believe I would start here because next move, I should be able to live very easily now without getting out. And there's some serious cuts. So I think white wants to respond personally, some response, and then I would get out. But anyway, getting out is the issue. Black doesn't get out, instead plays a move that's in-game. That allows me to get in the free move. I believe it's double sente. It's at least really big reverse sente. That hurt black's eyes. Then I live. And again, he doesn't get his group out. Check out the difference. Group's out, top's getting big. I can't be attacked with any power whatsoever. Here, well, that's not an eye yet. And I'm still behind enemy lines. Doesn't do the main job. It's out, okay. It's ended up sufficient. But just check out, this is his living space. That's not a lot of space for life. So if he can get out further, that's way more space for life, much healthier, and more attack on white also. Check it out. Black says, I can't let you have that area. Of course you can. Don't try to take everything away from white. Don't try to do all things. As a matter of fact, I would say we want white to have the bottom because coming in there is going to be difficult. I'm not going to have the opportunity. So I'm going to personally force him to take it. What, here? And personally, I don't like my corner. So I'm going to force him again. Now my corner's better and have big in game to reduce this area I'm forcing him to get. I may well actually play those moves as black. But that's just trouble, right? Now he has two weak groups. Boom, boom. Okay. I thought it was a good time. I can't go around attacking if I have a weak group. So time to save. And now I can start attacking for real. Let's look at his corner here. Is it strong? Is it weak? Is it alive? That's some difficult reading. I don't know. I'm glad I'm not black. I know that. I hate being surrounded like this because then I have to decide. I have to read out life and death and what should I do? And I'd rather just be out and strong with points and not worry about it. So he feels it needs another move. I go about my business. We do this dance again. There goes his corner. And now I start the double attack up here. Boom, boom, boom. All natural stuff. You see that group? He thought he was fine, but like dominoes, one weak group leads to another weak group. That corner's not alive. Dead. Even if he plays first, it's dead. That lets me come back over here. So the upper right corner isn't quite dead because if I go for the kill, I have to stop him from getting home. There's the second eye. But it does die. Okay, then we go this deal. I didn't realize that I also was troubled here. So he surrounds me. And I go, oops, that was embarrassing. I didn't realize I wasn't alive yet. So I threaten the co so that I can get life. Well, that's silly. Now I'm alive and he's dead. Gote, he's not alive on the right, but because of my weak center group, I have no right to attack him. So I'll come in. Kill that corner. He only has 2 liberties, right? Atari, take 2 liberties. I have more than 2. So then I come after this group. He plays here, and I start the attack. Now, this part of the game is a little silly. He's thinking, I need to win the top right battle. I'll let other groups die. Well, he can't win the battle, so it's just silly. But we do get to see, let's go back to here. A got surrounded and is weak. B is well behind enemy lines and weak. C is certainly behind enemy lines and was forced to live small. The D group, not alive at all, and not quite behind enemy lines. The E group, behind enemy lines. It lived though, yeah. Let's count the stones. 3, 6, 10 black stones for 2 points. Give me a break. That's so inefficient. All his groups are dying and surrounded and small. I would say the biggest reason is he's not doing the primary function as his main idea. Okay, that was it. If you're, mid queue, 5 to 10 queue, every move, try to make sure you know the main thing you're doing. Are you defending? How should you defend? What's a good way? Now, if you can also add to that, what's my secondary goal? A lot of times when you start thinking about secondary and you go, oh, he's weak too, so I get to attack him, all of a sudden you're thinking about the attack and not the defense. So step 1, make sure you're thinking of your defense. That has to be the main one. Then you can go thinking about, I also want to do a second thing. And while I'm here, can I do a third thing? I would say in my 55-ish years of Go, I've had like half a dozen 6-purpose moves, and they're really quite thrilling. 5's also very rare. 4's common. Common might, I don't know if that's the right word, but many. 4-purpose. And 3-purpose, that's common. That's everyday, you'll find something that I'm attacking, bothering him, and playing in a big area. Okay, guys, hope it was helpful. Catch you later.